is Community Connection on 21 wfmj. We look at the people and events that make our valley great. Now here's your host, Madonna Chisholm-Pinkard.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to WFMJ Community Connection, your local link to the very best in community relations, community information, and community news. I am Madonna Chisholm-Pinkard. On today's show, we're going to get a visit from local director, producer, and filmmaker David Walker. We will also speak via satellite with David Melton about when to take the keys from mom or dad, and then as we approach that holiday season, safe driving tips from Lieutenant Joe Dragovich from the Ohio State Highway Patrol. So we've got a great show in store just for you today. Here are some community announcements, and we will be right back. Welcome back. Locally, we have a few folks that are making their mark. In this case today, director and producer, filmmaker Joe is my son and Joe is the next guest. David Walker is joining us today. Good day, David Walker.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. And I will tell you that I had some other guests that were scheduled for today's show, and they canceled on me. And no sooner than I was on my Facebook, Bibi, your wife, sent me a message, and I said, "Can David come in on Wednesday?" And she says, "Yeah, I'll get him there." And it's a joy to have you here. It really is.
Thank you.
Well, David Walker, tell me, first of all, and tell my viewers, who is David Walker?
Well, I was born and raised in Warren, and I'm just very persistent.
Okay.
Very persistent. And I just, when I get my mind set on something, I will not take no for an answer.
All right. But that is a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. Now, I didn't know that you were born and raised in Warren.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes, Fairview Gardens.
Okay, all
Yes.
right. Listen, even more important for folks to know that. Now, I want to know also, what got you into making movies? What made that, how did that happen?
Well, I have a rich comic book history.
Oh.
All my life growing up, I used to draw comic books, write comic book stories, and I just got used to writing stories. And one day I came up with a story, and I was like, wow, this would be a great movie. And I prayed, I said, God, please let one of my kids make this movie. And God was like, do it yourself. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll do it myself. And so I sat down with my wife, and she's so wonderful.
Oh, yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
We love that Bibi.
I love her too.
And she's very talented. And you know what? I won't call Bibi out on camera. You know, I shouldn't do that. But Bibi's got a very unique individual first name. I won't say what it is, but we love Bibi.
Yes, she's German.
Oh, yeah.
She's German. Well, what had happened was I wrote down all of the equipment that I needed.
Okay.
And I gave it to my wife, and I said, this is what I'm going to need to be Tyler Perry. And she,
what?
and then when I came home from work, she looked at me and said, you can't get this stuff. And I said, why? And she said, because it's outdated. You have to get state of the art. And so she gave me a list of all of the equipment that I would need to be around for a while, so I wouldn't have to keep upgrading because I was just barely scratching the surface of where technology was. But ever since that happened, I got the cameras, I got the computers. I was blessed to be able to get it all at the same time. And I just started working from there.
Wow, wow. Well, I know beyond the faintest shadow of a doubt that there was a local movie that just recently happened.
Yes.
So your most recent project, David, tell us about it.
My most recent project was called Angry Tears, but it was a local lady. Her name is Evangelist Erlena Guilford Weaver.
Right. She wrote a book,
yes,
right?
she wrote a book, right. And I sat down with her, read the book. The book was just amazing, amazing. And I was in awe of her courage
to tell that
to
story.
share everything that happens, because most people don't share.
Yeah.
And
Or,
everybody
or are ashamed.
Yes, or ashamed. And I thought the type of movies I want to make are the kind of movies that's going to help people. And you know, she already had a script ready, and she's already had a lot of local actors and actresses ready. I came in, we went over all of them, everything was great, and we started shooting.
Wow. I know that it debuted at the Encore Cinema in the Great East Plaza and in Niles, which, you know, was phenomenal.
Yes.
And someone that I know, Tommy Revere, who I've known for a long time, who attended St. Andrew's AME Church with me, you know, when I was a child and growing up. And I know he's one of the actors, but I do know that you utilize local actors and actresses.
You know, there are so many talented people in this
Tell
area.
me about it. Tell me about it.
Singers, dancers, I mean, you name it. There are so many talented people. And I think, you know, a lot of them are just looking for an opportunity to shine.
Right.
And I don't think I need to go anywhere else to find the talent.
You can find it right here in
know
this community.
I can find it right here in this community. It's just a matter of networking, reaching out to people, and I always come up with something. Yes.
David, what's on the horizon for David Walker? What's happening?
Well, I just finished up my first draft to my new film. It's called PTSD.
PTSD is in post-traumatic stress disorder?
Well, not necessarily. This is a psychological Christian film, and the PTSD stands for Please Try Something Different.
Wow.
Because see, you know, oftentimes, especially dealing with kids,
Wow.
when you tell them to do something and they don't, and then you yell at them, telling them the same thing again louder.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, that's not working. You got to do something different. And oftentimes in life, we try to fix our own problems and we try to solve our own problems, and we find ourselves getting deeper and deeper in the hole.
In the hole.
And if we try something different, if we try God, we'd be amazed at what He can do for us.
Oh, that is a powerful message, David. I would like to see that come to fruition.
Oh, and our good friend Bob Davis is going to be in that movie.
Is that right?
Yes,
you know
he is.
what? Bob Davis is an actor, regardless. You know, he's a good-looking guy.
Yes, he is.
I love me some Bob Davis,
Yes,
but he's an actor within his own right.
He's going to be my
is.
personal Denzel. That's what he's going to be.
All right. And the next thing you know, people will be writing to you saying, how do I get in touch with Bob Davis? Well, David Walker, I'm so glad that you took the time out of your busy schedule
Thank you.
to come and even on short notice like this,
Yes.
to come to WFMJ Community Connection and to share this information with us. Now, I want to know, if people want to see Angry Tears more, how would they be able to see it? Is it going to get on DVD somehow?
Yes. I was just brought on to direct the movie, and so it's technically not up to me.
Okay.
It's up to the evangelist, you know, and right now she's premiering a movie in Atlanta, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So I think once she's done, she's going to Atlanta and a couple other places, North Carolina.
She's going to expound it a little bit more.
Yes,
Okay.
because it's like an outreach for her. She wants to reach out to women who have been abused and abandoned and just let them know that that's not the end of the story.
Okay.
It's just a part of the story.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, David Walker, again, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
All right.
We're going to take a quick break for your Storm Tracker weather, and we will be right back.